Today we'll be looking at ways to replace the HaloLock case that has that nice MagSafe built in with another case that I bought a bunch of to review here and check out which ones would work with this HaloLock, which obviously looks exactly like the magnetic MagSafe on the back of the HaloLock. And how well does this work? So I'm going to give you my experience with it, and I'm going to tell you right off the bat, say goodbye to the HaloLock. We've got some better options out there. And I'm also going to check out these cool lens covers for the camera on the back of the S22 Ultra, which all the cases seem to ignore. All right, stick with me and let's get to it. So the first thing that I want to do is check out this HaloLock. Okay, here I go. I can turn a regular iPhone into a MagSafe compatible device, and I have for the Samsung, well, it doesn't say S22 Ultra on here, but at least I have some kind of guidance. We're going to pop this into the bottom of our Samsung, down of course. Alignment tool right there. All right, so let's just check out our different case options then. This is a Spigen Tough Armor. Oh wow, this thing has a way more mass to it than I thought. All right, I got a kickstand on that thing. So that would actually block the kickstand. Well, that's gonna be a problem right away. So I'd say that's a strikeout. Next, let's look at the Crave. Dirt is already collected in the back of the Crave, on the grooves on the Crave. I'm not sure I like that either. The buttons are silver bling bling. I'm not sure I like that. See, how would that look on the outside of this case? Anything on the outside of the case is going to be raised, which is why the HaloLock case is so nice. All right, so we're not going to make progress with the Crave. Let's move on to the Taurus. So here's an interesting point. With the Torras case, the edges are kind of raised more than the surface of the main part here, this smoked gray area. So this might actually be a decent option because overall, this HaloLock is lower than the edges all around this case. Wireless charging through that case, no problem. Fast wireless charging, no problem. Okay, so this is thin enough in totality to actually work with this case. So right now, this is going to be the look that I'm feeling like is going to work the best for me, is this Torras case. Simple but unique. All right. Now let's try this generic Too Cool for a Samsung Galaxy S22. The Too Cool. I went with kind of a green look here. Oh, now this is pretty interesting. I mean, this is the spitting image of the Torras. The Torras looks a little sleeker just because of the way they did their edges. So the top edge on the Torras is higher than the side edges, whereas on the Too Cool, it is just flat all the way around. And then they have these cutouts on the corners to make it look like you get extra protection on the corner. I don't know if that's true or not. Now, I actually don't mind having the bigger relief buttons on the side of the Too Cool, whereas these are very hard to feel on the Torras. So I'm actually feeling like I got two pretty decent choices here. And again, with the Too Cool, I can feel that the primary surface area of the plastic on the main portion of the phone is lower than the beveled edge. So I do believe that when I put this HaloLock on the back, let me get that on camera and we can see how that works. When I move the phone case, it's not moving the HaloLock at all, meaning the HaloLock itself will be not raised off the surface of the back of the case. So I'm actually liking that quite a bit. And I feel like now I have two options. I have the black Torras, I have the green Too Cool. I guess where I'm at now is I have two HaloLocks and I can put it on two different cases and just use the ones I like the best. Okay, there we go. The first one is done. Now for the big test, put it on my charger, and that is charging. Wireless charging. So success with that. No name Aoki charger number 2. Wireless charging, fast wireless charging. So that's 10-watt charger. And then I have my solar powered behemoth of a charger here. I turn that on. No problem, wireless charging. So I'm through the case and still using the Halo in there. Obviously I can connect my wallet and the Oisley. That's charging as well. So that's one case ready for action. And I am actually liking it, the TOCOL. I never heard of the brand, but let's work this out on the Taurus. I mean, this is a good looking case. Very subtle. You know what? It's probably going to work better on this case is your ability to use the Edge, the Samsung Edge controls, whereas the Taurus, the TOCOL might actually block those controls. So this is a pretty nice design. Okay, this time I'm going to use the slightly lower setup. I'm not going to put this on the S22 Plus. I'm going to actually do it just a little bit lower, see if I can get away with it. So instead of putting it on setting C, which is going to get really close to the phone, I'm going to actually slide it down a little bit and see if I can get away with putting it here. I don't feel like I have a lot of downside here. Let's see what happens. Okay. Oh man, look at that connection. That is so firm. Wireless charging, no problem. I think, oh man, it's really on there good. There, that's actually on there really good now. That isn't going anywhere, and I mean, I really don't want my wallet to come off. So for anybody who's out there trying to get MagSafe compatibility with their S22 Ultra, here's a few different ways to go about getting it done. I actually think that that's a pretty nice look compared to the Galapol, which had the clear backing with the very noticeable white. This is going to be smoked gray and black motif, and you know, it actually looks pretty good on the back of the phone. So here's my final thoughts on these different cases. I've been playing around with them for a few hours now, and one of the things that really bothered me about the Galapol case was its bulkiness. It's very square at all the corners. You know, 2 or 3 months, it's actually yellowing quite a bit. Great case because I love the MagSafe compatibility. But now using the TOCOL, the green, I like the green. It gives me a little bit of extra color pop, which I like a lot. I love that the TOCOL people put the camera lens covers right included with the case for a very reasonable price. And fortunately for all of us, you know, the relief inside the smoked glass, the smoked plastic area versus the edges lets you put the HaloLock on there really, really nicely. I like this case. If what you're about is having a firm grip on your phone, doesn't feel like it's going to fall out of your hand, like this case looks cool. It's very functional. I like the kind of really nice relief buttons on the side. But man, this Torras case feels elegant. This feels like the phone is naked to me. It feels sleek. It actually feels just a fraction slippery, but in a good way. Like it feels like I'm holding the phone, not a massive bulky case. Because of how they did the edges where they're really low and you can feel the curved edge of the screen on the Galaxy S22, that makes it feel really cool and really elegant. And I am definitely giving this, I'm giving this 2 thumbs up. I'm giving this my top pick recommendation. I think that is a really nice way to go. They probably have other colors. I'm going to validate that, what colors you can get this case in. Very reasonably priced, and I'm gonna say right now that is my top choice out of the 4 cases that we tried here, plus the the Galapol case. And so far, compatibility with all the MagSafe options that I've wanted to use, and wireless chargers has been excellent. So far, this is the way to go. A definite uptick in the feel and the look of this S22 Ultra. Man, I had a really fun time doing this video. I hope you had a good time watching it. Might be a little bit long, but I think it was worth it to go over all the different options of all these different cases and accessories and how well the HaloLock work, and just to go over those camera lens covers. If you enjoyed the video as much as I enjoyed putting it together, smash that like button, smash that subscribe button, and I'll see you next time on So Zen's Gadgets.